Hey everyone, a nerd named Mark here, and it's time to talk about episode 3 of Ultraman Blazar. I believe the episode was titled The Name is Earth Garon. So we had the debut of our mecha in action, which didn't go as planned, but I did enjoy it. um, so I'm really digging how in Ultraman Blazar the Scarred team was formed last episode, and I really like how it didn't do the approach of okay, they're a team, everything's smooth now, everything goes the way it should. They're still feeling each other out, and that dynamic of the Scarred group is that it's a team, you know. Um, Even Gento asks Henri like her opinion of you know how they should approach our kaiju of the week, which is a new kaiju by the way, debuting in Blazar, and I love the design. I love a nice bug beetle inspired kaiju, and even Henri is just like, well, usually I just get you want my opinion, like she was shocked. And even Gento says, no, this is not like your previous unit. We're a team. Everyone's input is important. So I like how there's still the dynamic is being built of the team, that it is a unit where they all work together and not just someone like Captain Gento giving commands. Um, there's a nice, not montage, but some scenes where none of them really know how to pilot or use Earth Charon. So they're learning all the different, because it's got rockets in the tail, a laser in the mouth, attacks in the arm. Like it's outfitted with a lot of artillery. And I'm here for it, honestly. So nice votes of them just learning through the guidebook how to power it up, how to do attacks, fail safes, and I was like, this is nice. Like, it's not one of those things where it's like, okay, team formed, they're great, they get the mecha, it's already functioning, and they know what they're doing. I really enjoyed these elements of the episode where they're learning. Now, the monster. Oh my god, it's a good kaiju, good brand new kaiju design. I'm digging these new kaijus so much because I like my staples, I like my go-to's, but these new ones, they're good. I like them a lot. And like I said, we did get Earth Garon in this episode finally. So this kaiju is going around basically siphoning energy from around the globe. It was in the UK, in the US, and it's basically gonna explode at some point. And that's always like a good trope and a good go-to plot device that, you can't do wrong with it. Honestly, you really can't. It makes sense. And so, Earth Garon gets deployed to take it out. Uh and the fight, like I said, did not go as planned. They're still learning how to use this thing. And the whole thing is they're trying, thanks to Henri's idea, is to lure it away from the city, away from these plants, out to water, where then they could use the artillery to blow it up. Because this thing, they don't know what's going to trigger it to explode, and it could cause a lot of damage in the area. And I was like, oof, okay. Um, Once again, the action is so good. Like the fighting, Um, I, I liked it's imposing when Earthground just landed at the plant. I was like, oh, that looks good. I like the way this looks. Very aesthetically pleasing. And even though the fighting, you see a lot of good attacks. They actually come up with a plan to actually sever one of the arms, and then because this kaiju gets hot, its core temperature is rising. It's got all this energy inside of it. Earthgarn ends up getting its arm damaged, and then ultimately getting taken out. And the whole time they're fighting this kaiju, I'm just like, what are they gonna do about Ultraman Blazar? Like, how is he going to appear if Gento's inside the mecha? And it was a nice uh, way they set it up, where there's an emergency power restart on the outside of the mecha near the neck. So Gento volunteers to go out, and he decides to turn into Ultraman Blazar. And I'm I was like, okay, this is a smart move, smart move. Uh, and I liked when Blazar appeared because they had all the steam around this and that. I'm like, the way they're making Blazar, like when he first appears and this and that, and like the filming angles and set pieces around it really make this like seem special, and it's great. I love the suit. Every time I see Blazar in action, I love the suit even more. I love that helmet with the blue lighting up on the side. I can't get enough of it. It's such a good suit design. I did like the fighting style because it's so hot. Like anytime Blazar would go to grab our kaiju, it'd be like hot, and you know he can't get a grab on it. Plus, it's heavy, so you can't lift it. And there was even a point like I like where basically it isn't the situation where Blazar shows up, defeats monster easily. This time there was some struggling going on with the fighting of Blazar, you know, winning, and I thought that was really cool. And one of the most visually appealing uh, moments was the kaiju. The temperature reached like 1,000,000 in its head, and it's going to like shoot this like auxiliary like just beam, and Blazar is able to push the head up so it goes straight up in the air, and you get this great visual of this beam just going straight up in the air. And I was like, oh, this looks so damn good. I like that. And obviously, thanks to that, its temperature dropped, and Blazar gets the killing blow on it with his little beam staff thing, and that was the end of it. So I really enjoyed this episode. I like the team building, them all learning about Earth Garon and like the mechanics behind it and how to control it and strategizing as a unit where everyone got their own input. I really like how, you know, like the fighting is still so good. I really enjoy it. It's one of those things where it's like this is a really good season. Like I'm really hopeful that this like quality continues. And I just want to check really quick because I brought it up before how they were at 7.1 million views for the first episode. Let's see what the other episode, like episode 2 is looking like. So episode 1 is at 7.2 million. Episode 2 right now is at 2.6 million, and episode 3 is at 1.2 million. That's still a lot. That is like crazy numbers, and I'm really excited and looking forward to more people getting into Ultraman Blazar. Now, I know a lot of people were reviewing for the first episode. I haven't seen a lot of people dabbling and reviewing the second episode, or even as of the time of recording this, the third episode. But then again, this is being recorded like a day after it aired. Like I said, I watched it in English and in Japanese. But I really love this episode. I really am enjoying Ultraman Blazar. I can't wait to get some soft vinyls or something for the kaijus. I need merch from this. But let me know in the comments below. Have you been checking out Ultraman Blazar? Are you keeping up with it? What do you think of it? I'm really curious about what everyone else's thoughts are on it. With that being said, I thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.